Hello, BookTube, and welcome back to Poetry Thursday. This is a little BookTube tradition where some BookTubers talk about poetry, read some poetry on Thursday. I'm reading my way through this anthology of 20th century American poetry. It's been a good century so far, but we are approaching Gotterdammerung. We're not quite there yet, though. Today we are dealing with May Swenson, whose poems, we've been noticing as we've been reading this anthology that the publication date for the poems has been steadily advancing into what we would consider the present day, into what I would consider living memory. They've been in living memory territory for quite some time for me. This anthology gives May Swenson three poems. Insane, considering the number of poems they've given to far lesser poets. But the poem that we're reading today is from 1987. So it's called Strawberrying. It's a little long, but it's quite lovely. So let's read it together. My hands are murder red. Many a plump head drops on the heap in the basket. Or, ripe to bursting, they might be hearts, matching the blackbird's wing fleck. Gripped to a reed, he shrieks his co-caree in the next field. He's left his peck in some juicy cheeks, when at first blush, and mostly white, they showed streaks of sweetness to the marauder. We're picking near the shore, the morning sunny, a slight wind moving rough-veined leaves, our hands rumple among them. Fingers find by feel the ready fruit in clusters. Here and there, their squishy wounds, flesh was perfect yesterday, June was for gorging, sweethearts young and firm before decay. Take only the brightest, take only the biggest, and not too ripe, a mother calls to her girl and boy before barefoot in the furrows. Don't step on any, don't change rows, don't eat too many. Mesmerized by the largesse, the children squat and pull and pick handfuls of rich scarlets, half for the baskets, half for the avid mouths. Soon whole faces are stained. A crop this thick begs for plunder. Ripeness wants to be ravished, as udders of cows when hard, the blue-veined bags descended ache to be stripped. Hunkered in mud between the rows, sun burning the backs of our necks, we grope for and rip loose the soft nippled heads. If they bleed, too soft, let them stay, let them rot in the heat. When, hidden away in a damp hollow under moldy leaves, I come upon a clump of heart shapes, once red, now spider-spit gray, intact but empty, still attached to their dead stems, families smothered as at Pompeii. I rise and stretch. I eat one more big, ripe, lopped head. Red-handed, I leave the field. And that is, it's got a very loose, angle-elbowed feel to it. It's got a very loose rhythm, but it is structured. There is, I'm sure you heard the buried rhymes in there. They're all throughout. And they are meant to stress the moments of the action in the poem, which is disciplined. It isn't something you can just dash off. It's not a diary entry that you have decided to stack vertically. It's actually a poem. And the reason I stress that is because of the next section of this book. May Swenson ends the previous section, and the next section has a picture of some of the poets who are in the next section. And that picture is a rogues gallery. It is a Batman rogues gallery. It is the Joker and the Riddler and the Penguin and Mr. Freeze. It is the people who are going to kill poetry as a commercial genre, as a popular genre, by which I mean a genre in which ordinary people can read and enjoy. Not just in America, but around the world. This is the rogues gallery. It's not complete, but boy, oh boy, does it have some heavy hitters. And we are now in that section of the book, so there is absolutely no avoiding what's coming. The only question now is whether or not we're going to continue. Once we reach this point, once this rogues gallery destroys poetry as a genre, makes it the ultimate gated community where its intention is to be incomprehensible to the reader, unless you happen to be in the in crowd, unless you happen to wear a black turtleneck sweater and read your poems at the Cantab Lounge, unless you happen to know, and in the biblical sense know, the author. If you know that, if the author has told you the key to understand the poem, well then maybe you'll get it and you'll be cool and you'll have a beret. But otherwise, no. You will not understand it. It will simply be incomprehensible. The main question is, once we get to that point, what do we do? What do we keep going when it's going to be one incomprehensible travesty after another? I don't know. We'll have to find out. Who knows? There might be little bits, little gleaming strawberry heads among the refuse that we can cling to. We shall see. All I'm saying is that we are now exiting a period of American poetry, 20th century American poetry, where the genre thought just as a matter of course two things. One, not just anyone can do this. You can write poetry all you want in your home in Scarsdale, but if you're going to get it published, if you're going to get it reviewed and talked about, it's going to have to be good, technically good. It's going to have to be technically good poetry. And two, that we want that we want the general public to read our stuff and buy our books, that we want that. The absolute bedrock assumption of every kind of writer throughout 17,000 years of human literacy was, I want people to read this. That's the only reason to do it. That's the only reason to write instead of thinking. What if we were to get rid of that? What if we were to say, no, I don't want people to read this? Or if they read it, I want them to venerate it, but I don't want them to understand it at all. I'll take the veneration, I'll take the money, but I don't want them to understand it, because that would require work. And I'm dispensing with thing number one. I am not going to work at this. Rhythm, scansion, rhyme, meter? No. Not only am I not going to do that, I'm not going to learn what those things are. Well, that's a little preview of what you might be getting for the rest of the year. And I'm not sure you poetry fans signed up for it. So we'll have to decide what we're going to do. I'll wrap this up for now, and I will ponder it. Thank you, BookTube.